Well, since we first told you about the deplorable conditions at a local cemetery months ago, we've received more complaints about how the deceased there are being treated. Now, one Central Texas woman is warning others. When Teresa Mays showed up at the Doris Miller Cemetery Wednesday to transfer her mother's remains to a different cemetery, she couldn't believe her eyes.
My mom was sitting on the corner as like a bag of groceries to come pick up at Walmart or something.
Mays buried her mother here 6 years ago, and ever since then, she says it's been one headache after another. In fact, she spelled out her concerns in this letter in 2016 to the owner, Janice Matthews.
Majority of it is when families go out there, they have to go out there and clean their own family headstones because the grass is so high and unkept. Families can't find their loved ones out there because of misplaced headstones.
Teresa said she finally had enough of the disrespect and lack of empathy and paid the $2,000 the cemetery charged her to remove her mother. Unfortunately, though, it will cost her much more than that.
I have my two sisters, my aunt, uncle, and my grandmother left out there. And, you know, being in that business, you see deceased bodies, but you have to understand these are our loved ones that we expect to be cared for.
25 News stopped by the front office to speak with the owner, Janice Matthews, but she told us she had no comment.
People are watching this, Teresa, thinking about maybe putting their loved ones out there. What would you say to them?
Don't. Just like my mom bought 6 plots way back in the years, if you have a choice, please do not. You can resell those plots and put your loved one someplace else.
Mays' mother is now buried at Oakwood Cemetery in Waco, resting in peace. Well, Teresa said the Doris Miller Cemetery agreed to exhume the body in the afternoon around 2 p.m., but when Teresa and her husband arrived at 10 a.m., it was already done, with no explanation from the owner. Now, if you're having issues with the Doris Miller Cemetery like that, send me an email at joe.gumm@kxxv.com.